Hello, grade 3. How are you today? Today we will speak about the energy and how does energy come from. I want you to watch this video with me to know how can we get the energy. Okay? So let's watch it together.
Coffee, cat videos, canned pineapple. None of these things are really things without energy. But although energy makes our whole world work, we don't think about it that much. Even the basic stuff, like how much energy do we use? And where does our energy come from? So let's take a look. For most of human history, our energy use was pretty flat. But in the past century, it skyrocketed. In the US, you use 3 times as much energy as your great-grandmother did 100 years ago, when they used more wood than oil. Like every animal, we use energy from the sun to stay warm, and we use the chemical energy from food to fuel our bodies. Worldwide, our biggest single source of energy isn't food, it's petroleum. We turn a lot of it into gasoline and diesel, which we use to move ourselves and our stuff around. But the vast majority of the energy we use today goes to generating electricity, which we do in all kinds of ways. We burn coal and natural gas, split atoms, dam rivers, harness wind, even turn sunlight directly into electricity. Where our electricity comes from depends on where we live. Countries like Poland and China get almost all of their electricity from coal, while others rely more on natural gas. A few countries rely almost entirely on hydroelectric dams, while even fewer get most of their electricity from nuclear fission. No country gets most of their electricity from wind and solar, though Denmark is getting close. How about the US? For decades, the American grid ran mostly on coal. But with the rise of fracking, still controversial, natural gas is pretty much tied for the top electricity spots.
So, first let's learn about this word. Windmill. Windmill. A windmill is a tall building with long flat parts, as you see here, that turn in the wind, And of course, that we use windmill to make or to get electricity, okay? So the second word here, a sailboat that uses one or more sails, as you see, this is called sails, okay? To catch the wind, So the sailboat, it's like a ship, but it uses wind to move. Wind farm. It's an area of land with a lot of wind turbines on it that is used to make electricity. It's an area of land with a lot of wind turbines on it, so we use them to make electricity. Coal. A hard black thing that comes from under the ground and gives out heat when you burn it. You know the coal? Coal. Oil. Thick liquid that comes from under the ground or the oceans and used as energy to make machines work. Wind turbine. What's the wind turbine? A special type of windmill that is used to make electricity. So this is wind turbine and we use them to make electricity. We make them to make electricity. Pollution. The pollution is the action of making the air and water dirty and dangerous. Again, the action of making the air and the water dirty and dangerous. Power plant. What's the power plant? It's a place with machines that make electricity. with machines that make electricity. Electricity, electricity, electricity. Power that comes through wires. Electricity can make heat and light and makes machines work. Again, power that comes through wires. This is the wire, okay? Electricity can make heat and light and make machines work and makes machines work. Source, source, source. It's a place where something comes from. Again, it's a place where something comes from. Like what you see here, this is the sources of water. This is the sources of water. Here, fossil fuels, fossil fuels. Fossil fuels like gas, oil, and coal that come from the ground. Fossil fuels like gas, oil, and coal that come from the ground. What about this word? Renewable, renewable, renewable. What's renewable energy? It means it can always exist because it can be replaced after it is used. Again, we can use it again. Okay, it will not run out. Okay, so renewable, we can use it again and replace it over and over again. Okay, so the next word, non-renewable, non-renewable. So this is the opposite of the other word. So the first word is renewable and this word is non-renewable, non-renewable. Okay, so the non-renewable energy, it can't be replaced after it's all used, like gas and oil. Gas or oil, they are non-renewable energy. Okay, so now with the grammar, we will speak for this unit about may and might. So may and might, when can we use may and might? We use may and might to speak about future, right? So let's see. First, let's speak about the things that we are sure that will happen. When we are sure about something that will happen in the future, we use what? We use will. Yes, you use will or won't when you are sure or certain about something that will happen in the future. For example, one day we will run out of gas. One day we will run out of gas, so we use here will run out to say that we are certain and we are sure about something that will happen in the future. Okay, so let's see the next one here. Electric car won't use fossil fuels. So I am sure that the electric cars will not use this kind of energy in the future. Okay, so I'm sure about something in the future, so we use won't use or will use, will run. Okay, so what about the opposite? If we are not sure about something that will happen in the future, what will you use? Here we use may or may not, might or might not. Okay, for example, in the future you may need to stop for fuel, but I'm not sure about it. Maybe you will need or maybe you will not need. So about the next one, electric car might use fossil fuels. Electric car might use fossil fuels. So we use might use or may need, may and the might plus the infinitive when we are not sure about something. So I'm not sure, I'm not certain about it. Okay, so here, how can we make these verbs negative? If I have this one, Karen will have a lot of money. She may go shopping. So I want to make it negative. Karen won't have a lot of money. She may go shopping. The next one, Sally might go to school by taxi. Sally might go to school by taxi. So I will put not after might, so I'll say Sally won't go to school by taxi, so we put not after might. What about may? We may have fossil fuels in the future, so I would also not after may, so I say we may not have any fossil fuels in the future. So now you will learn about may and might by using this video too, so let's watch it together.
Let me explain to you explicitly what do they mean first. May and might are called in English modal verbs. We use them to imply two different meanings. Let's begin with first meaning. The first meaning is probability. A probability is simply something that is highly likely possible. For example, it might rain this evening. That means it is possible, it is probable that it will rain this evening. We are not sure. Okay? It's uncertain that it's going to rain, but it might. Okay? It's possible. The second meaning is permission. Permission is to allow someone to do something. For example, my father said, "You may go with your friends to the party." So in this statement, my father is allowing me. He is giving a permission to me. He is permitting me to go with my friends to the party. So just to summarize for you, may and might can be used for a probability or a possibility. Also, they are used for giving permissions.
And thank you so much for watching this video, and see you in the next video, inshallah. Bye.